Hi, welcome to the Balanced Body podcast series. I'm Amy Taylor-Alpers from the Pilates Center in Boulder, Colorado. We are talking about breath and how the Pilates system is designed specifically to facilitate the breath to help your expansion and empower your contraction. So we're looking at a number of reformer exercises, and we're focusing specifically on that idea, and we're talking about the distinction here of how the spring enables that, and we will later also look at some exercises without spring. So we're going to do elephant. Okay, so our goal is to situate the body. A lot of times people sit very far back on this exercise, and that really will not inject the breath mechanism. So we're looking at bringing the body a little more forward. Again, the head is down, the shoulders are relaxed and connected in, so that the breath mechanism is more the apex of the exercise. So as you press out, you expand the springs, you expand your lungs, you exhale, pull your abdominals in to push the air out. You inhale, exhale, pull it in, and pull it in. And when we get to some of these exercises, you're talking about a slightly faster rhythm, so we'll go a little quicker. Exhale, 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 exhale. Exactly. And you're thinking up, maybe like a jellyfish belly pulling up, so that you don't bang your springs, but you do close your carriage, right? And this looks quite different from if you stick the tail out and sit back in and stretch your shoulders in more of a kind of down dog position. Then basically you're just working your hip flexors and stretching your hamstrings, and it's not really focused on the breath. And Pilates was very, very clear these exercises are for your breath mechanism. So then this exercise can be made a little bit more challenging by taking it up onto the balls of the feet and taking it on one leg, all right? And still maintaining your connection here, okay? So we're gonna come back a little bit and pull the ribs in, and we go inhale, exhale. So you're really trying to find a little more connection up a little bit higher, a little bit higher, not the leg too much, but the belly, there you go. Excellent, excellent, good. And you can also do this on a flat foot, a little bit harder still, because the tightness in a hamstring, for instance, can really make the struggle in the breath mechanism happen. So we're, again, still just trying to see if we can stay true specifically to our exhale. And then hardest yet, up onto the shoulder rest. Way up, still again, how do we stay connected in so that exhale is our primary focus? And this particular shape and skill can be taken into a few other exercises. So come on down and step down. And we're going to show the snake exercise. All right. Typically it's done out on here, and that's for a slightly taller person. For Diane, we're going to have her do it on the wood, and that will enable us to maintain that connection to the breath a little bit. All right, so if she was stretched out a little bit farther, she's spending a lot more of her energy just trying to deal with the size of things, and we want her to spend all her energy on breathing. So let's go thumb with fingers and lift the wrist just a little bit so there's no down energy, there's all up. Okay, so we're in our elephant position again. You inhale, you take those lungs out, you exhale, squeeze, and then you inhale and curl, and exhale, come in. Now you can also do it on one breath. Inhale and exhale, way up, way up, way up. Last time, lift this out. That's the way. Chest down, shoulders down, and then up we go, way up. Beautiful, and step to the floor. Very nice. Now we're going to show a super advanced Pilates exercise that also uses the same idea. And if we can get it working beautifully in elephant, then when we get to something more advanced like the headstands, which some of you may never have seen and are for very strong people, it's as safe as anything because this breath mechanism is your power. So you're in your elephant position basically. You inhale, take that carriage all the way out, and then you exhale, pull your abdominals way in. right? So you inhale, push out really long, stretch your spine, exhale, curl back in. You can go so far on this exercise that you stretch your spine past horizontal and even touch your pelvis to the mat. Can you do one more? Inhale, you stretch, open that breath mechanism, and then you deeply contract it, and you step to the floor. So that's a good example of how you can take a more basic skill in a more intermediate or even beginner level exercise and make sure you're teaching it effectively so that by the time you lead into some of these more advanced exercises, you understand where the support is, you understand how that breath can really, really help. So thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon.